All right, I am live, but I'm not doing anything unless someone asks questions. I might answer something, but I'm just chilling and playing. So, not much going on, just me chilling, seeing what's going on. If anyone has questions about anything they've probably seen on my channel or they have questions that I might be able to answer, feel free. If not, I'm just going to sit here, watch YouTube because, yes, I'm watching to YouTube. But I figured go live for a little bit, not doing any vertical. I'm on my computer. What is going on, MG Vlogs? Let me throw this up here. Straighten this out a little bit. So just going live to go live. Unless anyone has any questions or anything, I'm just gonna sit here, look pretty, and I'm gonna be watching YouTube. But I figured just come on here and see what's up. Hola Lala, ¿cómo estás? How is it, everyone in the Philippines? Both people right now on the channel are from the Philippines. Filipina MG Vlog. Say hello to Mami Lala. Good friend of mine from the Philippines. She is who I visited last time when I went to the Philippines. Very nice person, very nice family. What was that? To do a live like this, this is not that easy and that cheap. I use software. I use multiple cameras. I mean, I even use my phone wirelessly. It is something I could teach, but it's not something that's easy or cheap. Because I mean, you could do all this, yeah, and then you could go like this and see the craziness. You see the cousins. I'm still watching the cousins. And the lighting. No, the multiple cameras that are not all connected right now. This one's the one I'm using right now, so that's not even a web camera. That's the audio system, you know. But yeah, Lala knows I try to help as much as I can. I try. But I like this one because I like it a little more dark and everything. Lala's always yelling at me saying my room is too dark, but I like it dark. You're going to sleep now? I haven't slept in what? It's 9:30. 24, 24, 20, 26. I haven't slept in 27 hours. uh, I'm not testing anything today. I'm just going live to go live. If there's any questions and stuff. I've been scattering the camera so much, I don't even know where they all are anymore. I mean, I got this one. This one I like. There's one of them I like. So I got this one laying right here on the table. So this is my Osbot Meet 4K. Beep. Very tiny web camera. The audio, I got the Rhodes. I got the Rhodes sitting by me here that I was gonna play with, but I don't have enough inputs right now. I gotta get another docking station. I think I got another camera behind me. Did you see this one, Lala? I think I showed you this one. So I got the Insta360 on the tripod. This is the 360 camera. So if you've seen any of my videos, some of them are actually some of them are actually 360. You could spin the camera around. So this is the 360 one, but to do 360 live on this, you have to do it through the app. I'm not a fan. And it doesn't really look that great to me if you try to add it to your computer. So to me, it's a standalone camera. It's not something I would want to add to the computer. But the 360 video is very interesting. I like it. Game board place in the okay. Like I said, Lala, I'm gonna be there for a while. So I just need to know what dates and stuff like that. I'm gonna be landing in Cebu, and I got some stuff to do in Cebu, but I could work around the schedule. I'm gonna be there a few months. I just got to prioritize the consultants whenever they need me, if I can work out the visa and stuff. But other than that, I'll be around. Now, Lala, I think I told you already. I'm going to be there for a few months, but I only have 3 weeks of vacation. So once my vacation's over with, I do have to work, but I'm going to be working from the Philippines. Why isn't this not focusing now? Oh, that's the other thing. I'm not flying business class. I gotta bring less gear. But the plan is towards the end of February. So I land in Cebu February 21st. And as soon as my visa is approved or denied, I'm going to be flying back. But I was told it could take 2 to 3 months. Plus, I found out they're actually going to take my passport. So I'm not going to have my passport. So I can't leave without my passport. But we'll see how it goes. But yeah, the plan is at least 2 to 3 months. So what? February, end of February, March, April, and May. Around the end of May is my plan to come back. But I'm gonna try to minimize the gear as much as I can. But I'm kind of. I mean, I guess it's not horrible, but I'm kind of sad I can't take my bigger power banks because I got this power bank right here. It's not that big. It's not that heavy. It's real powerful, and it's got the AC plug. But I can't fly with this one. I could fly with this one though. And this one also has the AC. You remember this one? And this is what I'm going to use to power the Starlink satellite. Uh, no, no, Grace. Once my 3 weeks of vacation are over, I'll have to work, but I'm going to be working from the Philippines. So as long as I have my computer and I have internet, that's why I'm taking my satellite. And then the apartment that I have in Toledo, I'm going to add fiber internet to it. That way, if there's a power failure or something happens with the internet, I still have the satellite. So I'm going to have two internets plus a battery backup that I'm going to buy when I get there. That way, if there's a brownout or a power outage, I'll have my battery to still run my computer and my internet. What's going to be interesting is working from 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. when I'm in the Philippines because of the time difference. It has to be the same time I would have worked if I was here. But I'm going to still be working. Correct. Still working even though I'm in the Philippines. So I didn't even like think of the actual dates, but I think when I land in the Philippines on the 21st, from February 21st to maybe the middle of March will be my vacation. Once I finish the 3 weeks, that's when I have to work. And then obviously, I only work 5 days. So the other 2 days I'll be off. So I could do a little traveling, hopefully, see things. I'm not joking about Snow World. I want to go to Snow World and see how they think winter is because I know what winter is. But I would like to hit a few attractions, maybe do a little something. Hopefully, those first 3 weeks, Lala, that's when we're going to do Boracay and everything. If you're still doing that, I need to know the dates, of course. Oh, Lala, no Airbnb, no Airbnb. I have an apartment. Now, when I first land, I'm gonna have to stay in a hotel because the apartment I have is being rented out until I get there. That way, it pays for the apartment. But I have an apartment already in the Philippines, so yeah, Victor got an apartment in the Philippines. So I'm gonna be spending a good amount, unless we're in Boracay doing your event and stuff. Most of the time, I'm gonna be in Cebu, and I hope I'm saying it right. Toledo. So I'm gonna be going back and forth between Toledo and Cebu. Once I spend a little time in Manila and Boracay when you're doing the event and stuff. So a little jumping, but not too much because I got to do a lot of stuff in Cebu. What is going on, Marianne? Just figured I'll play around with my software and stuff a little bit and see if anyone has any questions and stuff about anything. Susan came back. Susan came back 1 week. Susan's coming back first week of November. Then we'll determine the stuff for. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Let me know because I need to make sure I budget everything because I really have a lot of stuff going on. Especially if I'm gonna be there 3 weeks because I got to make sure I have enough budget for the hotel for the first week. I got the apartment for pretty much the rest. But then again, I don't know how much traveling I'm going to have to do because if I'm staying in Toledo and the agency and everything I need to do with the visa is going to be in Cebu, I'm going to have to keep traveling back and forth. And Lala, you know I don't cook. So I'm going to have to make sure I have a budget for food, all kinds of stuff. So that's why I figured having the apartment and renting it out while I'm not there, at least I don't have to worry about that. Because when I'm there, I'll be at the apartment. Um, but yeah, it's a lot I have to budget for. So it gets confusing with me, me and budgeting and planning. I don't budget, I don't plan. So I want to make sure I budget for Boracay and when you do the event and everything. And that's an interesting thing too, Lala, because I'm gonna bring the satellite with me. So if we have any issues with the internet in Boracay, I could probably set up the satellite. As long as the satellite's outside and we probably run a cable inside, we'll have the satellite also for internet. So it should be pretty cool. But I've been up so long now I can't sleep. I was gonna go to sleep. I can't sleep, so I just came on here. Is I think what I say 20. 27 hours or whatever I've been up already. I can't sleep now. And then for the days that I'm not working and the days I'm not going to be dealing with the consultant or anything, I got to figure out what I'm going to do because I don't think I could do Snow World for 3 months. So I need to plan out some trips. So Boracay will be one thing, and then Snow World, and then Amusement Park or whatever in Cebu. That only be like one day. Maybe some kind of waterfalls or something like that. Uh, make sure I'm getting the right rates. You're talking about Boracay? Yeah, let me know and let me know the days and everything for I could book the room ahead of time. I'd rather do all that stuff ahead of time because I already got my flight. I already booked the hotel for the week in Cebu. Now I'm just trying to save whatever I can to make sure I have a budget to do stuff, not just fly over there. I'm probably gonna need a budget because you know how bad I am, Lala. What did I take last time? $200. My accommodations. What accommodations? I if you're talking about where I'm staying, I'm legit been renting a house, apartment. It's not a B&B. It's not a hotel. I'm actually renting a studio apartment in the Philippines, and that's majority of where I'm going to be staying. So it's not a B&B. It's an actual apartment. If that's what you're talking about, I'm trying to figure out what you mean by accommodations. Because I figure with Manila, I'll probably be staying with you guys again, right? And then we're gonna be at the resort in Boracay, and then Cebu. I already have the apartment. I mean, I've had the apartment already. I think a month, or is this the? I think we're going close to the second month for the apartment. I'm gonna be staying there most of the time. And then the hotel for the first week, I already booked it. It's somewhere not too far from IT Park, I think it is. Something like that, IT Park area. But that's just for the first week because since I'm flying in February, the apartment we already like re-rented it. That way it pays for itself and we put away a little bit of money as long as we keep it rented. So that I can't move in until March because we rented it out already. Um, 30 3,500 pesos. 3,500 pesos, and we're renting it out for like 7,000 pesos. So we're renting it for double because I put a bed and cabinet and stuff in there. Here, I'll type it because I don't know if you could hear me because I got a lot of noise in my headphones, but I'm assuming you could hear me. That should go through. Yeah. I don't use Ecamm as well as you do. 3,500 pesos a month. 35. I think you're adding too many zeros, Lala. You're adding way too many zeros. No, 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 no. What I was saying is, wait, yeah, there you go. We're renting it for 7K a month because I put a bed, uh, like a table, cabinet. It was unfurnished, so we put basic furnishings and air conditioning, and we're renting it now for 7K. So as long as my friend keeps it rented, we should be fine. And then when I go there, I'm gonna stay there. So it's a little bit of an investment on top of I have an apartment whenever I go to Cebu area, Toledo. But I'm not going to be driving there and all that stuff, so I'm going to need transportation. I'm going to need to, figure out how to get around. So hopefully, I'll have help with that, figuring out how to get around and all that stuff. You know me, I'll just grab a grab and go anywhere, but from what I'm hearing, grab's not the cheapest thing to do when I'm out there, so yeah, they're local. They're local, and they help me find the apartment and stuff like that. So that's why I'm going to like the Cebu area and everything because I know people there. So okay, yeah, and again, it's small, but it's like being like think of it like a small hotel room or something. But that's all I need. It's one room with the bathroom, the CR. That's all I need. So, but yeah, no, I'm not gonna be there alone. But it's not like when I was visiting you, where I was in the same like house and everything with the family, where you where you went, I went. It's not going to be like that. But there are people that's going to be there if I have questions or I need help. I'm not going to be there alone. But it's not like they're going to be able to travel back and forth with me to Cebu. They got their own things to do and they got their family and stuff. So I'm going to figure things out to make it, easier for me to travel back and forth. And then I don't think I'll need to stay in Cebu, but if they tell me I need to stay there for a couple days, well, then I'm going to need to, book a room for 1 or 2 days while I'm dealing with the visa or something. I'm going to be playing it by ear for a lot of stuff. That's why I'm saying I got to be careful and make sure I take enough budget with me because I don't even know how easy it is to travel between the two. I think it's like 2, 3 hours away, maybe even longer, depending on how you travel. So, s- like Cebu City or the city area or whatever, it's not even it's not that close to where I'm actually staying. So it's gonna be it might not even be a lot of traveling. They might only want to see me 2 times or three. I don't know. Until we get closer to the visit, I'm not gonna know. But I wasn't planning on like staying in Cebu the whole 2, 3 months because I have the apartment. So we'll have to see how all that works. That's what I figured. So I'm not too worried about Manila. I'm not too worried about Cebu. I mean Boracay. I just gotta make sure I schedule things properly when I'm dealing with Cebu and see how much time I have because I'm only going to have like 3 weeks of vacation, which is going to be the first 3 weeks that I'm there. And then once my vacation's over with, I have to work. So that's going to be from 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. that I'm going to be working Monday through Friday, you know, to make sure it falls on Monday and Friday of Chicago. My head's going to spin trying to figure out the whole time zone thing, but I'll make it work. I'll figure it all out. And I got to turn this other one down a little bit because I could. It's hard for me to think when I'm hearing stuff in my ears at the same time. Let me turn them down. I can still hear them, but it's too loud in my head. Yeah. So as far as the documents, if you're talking about for the visa, I gave them already everything they wanted except for one. I think they said to wait until it's closer to the time for me to fly. I think they need what it is the um what was it they called it? To me it sounds like a background check, but it's got to be a apostille or something like that. Uh but they made it sound like they rather I wait until like January or something to get it because I think I have to do the test a few months or something before I actually fly, or it has to be within a certain amount of time. So I got to do that background check, and then they said I have to do like a physical and some other stuff. Yeah, there you go, Charles. I got to get the background or something, a pasta. I don't even understand what that means, but I'll figure it out. But since I'm flying out at the end of February, you probably don't know none of this stuff, Charles, because I haven't really been that public. But I'm gonna be flying to the Philippines the end of February, and I'm gonna be working on my visa. I was just there last February, and this time when I go in February, I'm gonna be working on my visa. So I already gave them everything they asked for, except for some kind of background check. So I got to do the background check, have it certified, and then I got to take it to like the state or something and have it apostilled or something. Right. That's what they were telling me. That's what they were telling me. It's got to be notarized in a way that's recognized in other countries. And they told me just Google it. I should be able to find out. But it seems like I got to go to maybe like into Chicago to one of the actual like state buildings, and unless I mail it and wait, but I don't feel comfortable mailing stuff sometimes. So I got to get that done, but I figure I'm going to wait to maybe January, and then I'll get that, and then if I don't have to like mail it to them or scan it or whatever, I'm just going to hand it to them when I meet them. The court. Yeah, I'll have to dig into it more because I think they said as far as the check, I could just go to the police department in the area, but they want it notarized. So if they don't have a notary, I have to get one of those traveling notaries or something to notarize it right there and then. Well, yeah, yeah, it might take a little time. So right now we're ending up October, so we got November and December. So maybe to give myself a little more time, I'll probably start the process in December. That way, because I think I read it's like 2 weeks or so to get it from the police department, but I need to get it notarized or something. Oh, get it from the courthouse. Oh, I see what you're saying. So if I could do the entire thing at the courthouse, then it's a 1 day thing. And since I'm there in person, they should be able to notarize and everything. Just give it to me. I'll have to check that because so far what I saw in Google didn't mention that. I think it said something about State Department or something, but they're making it sound like I need to go to the police department, get the one thing, and then go somewhere else to get it notarized and all this other stuff. Oh, okay. I see what you're saying. Okay. Oh no, I feel a lot more comfortable doing it that route because if I walk in and they do everything they need to do, fingerprint me, background check it, stamp it, all of that right there and then that works for me. Well, Lala, everything takes longer in the Philippines. I'm just saying. What what the thing I need to do, I have to process it here. They already said that they no longer allow you to process it while you're in the country through like the embassy or something. So I'm gonna do that before I leave. Oh, that's already covered, Lala. That's already taken care of. That's already taken care of. And then when I'm there, the agency's responsible for extending my visa until I get my visa. So we already got that all worked out. So I already have that taken care of. Charles, everyone says that, and I'm probably the only person not flying to the Philippines trying to get married. You should see everyone trying to marry me off. No, but I've heard about that. I've heard about that. I'm actually just going over there for vacation, and I'm thinking of retiring there. So I'm gonna be looking into probably nothing major, nothing big. Maybe apartment rentals or something. Just something to make some passive income to help me out when I retire. That's all. I don't plan on being some tycoon in the Philippines or something like that. But I don't have enough retirement to be in the U.S. Probably don't even have enough retirement to be in the Philippines. So I need to get some little business or something started there that's not going to cost me a lot. Uh, that way I could live there comfortably. I'm not a fancy pants. Once I stop using all my tech, I'm not a fancy pants. Yeah, I'm not going to say that on camera, Lala. But it's already worked out. Yeah, yeah. The thing is, I notice a lot of people that are retiring over there. They got pensions or they got full retirement. Uh, I can't see myself waiting to like 67 to retire. I'm 52 now. I'm thinking 5 years, man. You know, I might not have enough savings, but I'm going to try to get a little something going to try to get me a few, some dollars, outside of work. And then my plan is not to like retire, is just move. So I'm trying to see if we could balance it out with my job, even if it's at a lower rate or something. I want to try to stay working, but remotely. Oh no, I know, Lala. I'm already set. As far as traveling there, that's already done. I already got all my plane tickets. I already got everything settled. I got my passport. I got my passport. The only thing I haven't done yet, because again, I feel it's too early. I got to do with that e-travel, and I still have to do that kind of stuff. But as far as like plane tickets, all that stuff, that's already taken care of for me going over there and all that. And then I don't know if you were here when I was talking about Charles. I'm gonna be flying into Cebu. I'm gonna stay in Cebu for maybe a week. If Lala gives me all the information, she's in the chat. I'm gonna probably be with her again in Manila, and we're gonna go to Boracay, do an event. From there, the rest of the time, I'm gonna be staying in Cebu and Toledo. I have an apartment, little something, something, nothing special, but it's cheaper than a hotel. That I'm renting in Toledo, and I'm subleasing or the sub renting to make a little money too. But yeah, the whole plan is to get some kind of passive income. Doesn't have to be major, but enough to live comfortably. I mean, again, my biggest, you know, expense, I want to say, other than the house and everything here, it is my electronics. I'm excessive with the cameras and the computers and all that stuff, but once I'm living there, I could cut all that back. I'm not going to need, 6 computers and 10 cameras and all the crazy stuff I have. I just want to be able to chill, relax, and when I get off work, walk to the beach. literally, literally just walk to the beach and relax, or sit in the back area by the pool. I'm still debating if I should build a pool when I build the house. Do I really need a pool? I don't know. Everything is just thoughts until I get the visa. Los pollos was it hermanos? Hermanos? I will be going to the Philippines. Correct. I'm going to be going to Cebu for a little bit while I do the visa process. Once the visa is stamped and done, I have to fly back. And then every year after that, I have to make arrangements with work to see how much time they could allocate for me to work remotely for a little bit. Not long. This will probably be the longest one because of the visa process. After that, it might just be a month, maybe 2 months. We'll have to see how it goes. But this initial year is when it starts. But it's going to be interesting. I think it's going to be good. So we'll see how it works out. Then I just got to start planning things because that's a lot of time. So I did find out there's a place called Snow World, which I think is funny. So I'm trying to convince my friends that are in Cebu to go to Snow World. And I tell them I just want to, freeze a couple of Filipinos because my understanding is they don't know that much about winter and snow and everything. But yet they got a theme park that simulates winter. I thought it was hilarious. So I figured that's at least one day. Go to the theme park and then go into the section that they call Snow World and see what kind of setup they have. If it's even open in that time of the year, because I'm assuming the Philippines is pretty much warm all year round. So I don't know how they're keeping the place cold. That's got to be expensive to refrigerate a park and have snow and everything. So the curiosity is too much for me. I have to visit that place. And of course the mall. I heard they got a nice mall in Cebu. So I want to check out the mall, have a cup of coffee or something, chill out a little bit. It's gonna be more of a relaxed thing. Uh, it's not like I'm gonna be, spending all my time in resorts and the beach and all that stuff. It's still kind of a work type thing. It's not like 3 months of actual vacation. It's only 2-3 weeks of vacation. So I want to make sure I do as much as I can those 2-3 weeks because the rest of it it's going to be more work and just relaxing. Well, we'll see how it goes. And like I said, I just jumped in here a little bit to see if I could get tired, but I'm still awake. It's 10 a.m. here, and I've been up since yesterday at 6 a.m. My fault for staying up all night, and now I'm not falling asleep. So, uh, That's gonna be the funny part, Lala. That's gonna be the funny part. I want to see everyone else freezing and looking at me all crazy when I'm probably just in a sweater. And I'm gonna be like, I go through 2 or 3 months of this every year, and unlike you, I can't just walk out of the park and be good. The entire state and surrounding states are like this, so we can't walk out of winter. Plus, since Lala, they're local, so they know a lot of stuff around there. Um, they're not like clubbers and all that stuff, so I don't have to worry about them trying to tell me, let's go to the club and stuff like that. Hey, what's going on, Hank? Are you guys wrapping up? You did go, didn't you, to the camp? I heard. I think that was wrapping up yesterday, or did that wrap up today? Because I think I heard someone say, "What happened? I wasn't there." I mean, I couldn't make it this year. I got too many things going on. A lot of stuff going on at work, and a lot of stuff that I have to budget for next year. So, but yeah, I didn't realize until I started seeing all the lives popping up that camp was actually this week. So you guys were out there in Boston. Oh yeah, Lala. Yeah, I'm not going to be out there alone all the time. Um, and they're local, so they'll be like a phone call away or something. They're not going to be far. Standing microphone. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, and I know they got newer models, but I think you're going to be safe with pretty much anything from Shure. I mean, I mean, I still got the MV7. I love this. I love this mic. I don't see me ever needing to upgrade from this thing until it breaks. And since I'm not really that much of a technology guy, like doing reviews and all that stuff, I'm not gonna keep buying like newer. Now I do know that they do have certain models that would be like XLR only, where you could save a little, like save a little money if you're going on the budget side, or vice versa, USB only. But I still prefer the combo. So to me, this is great. Oh, dude, this is easy to travel with. I mean, I just got it on a mount, but literally, this is it from here. That's it. It's just from here to here. And this one, you don't need the XLR. You can just plug it in with USB cable. So to me, this is the one I travel with. As far as something that's going to be in shot. Now, I still have to play with them a little bit more because it's been too long. I don't remember the these that well, but I also got, and I think we used these last year in camp, didn't we, Lala? I got the Rode Wireless Goes too. Now they came out with that interview mic. I was thinking about that, but I'm trying to remember. Does that I think you could connect that wireless to this, that wireless interview mic. So if you're looking for something maybe wireless that looks more like a regular mic, I think that'll connect to this. I know it'll connect to the mixer, but if you're not trying to, travel with the mixer, but I just love my MV7 too much. Yeah, I had the stand thing, which I don't know what I did with it. It was like the little stick that you would stick it on. I have no clue what I did with it. It's in the house somewhere. I got so much stuff in here. It's not even funny. I think the one I'm thinking of, and I'm trying to remember. I think it's called Interview Mic. The but it's a Rode. It's a Rode. I think it's Rode. interview mic. I'll have to read it again. I think it connects to either the Rode, any of those, the Rode 2, the Rode Me. Oh no, I didn't lose it. And that was just a stick, Lala. It was like $25. That was just a stick. And then what you did was these are probably charged. I can unplug them. What I took was the Samsung Q2U, and that's around here somewhere. That's the one we were plugging in. And then I had the wireless goes, but then I had that little stand. It was just a stand. So it was just a stand. So it was like doing this. And then that was like the microphone for you to point at them. That was just a stand. But it's around the house somewhere. But was it Samsung? The Samsung Q2U is a good mic too, and it's a lot cheaper. Right, right. And what it was is it's just a stick. You put the wireless go on there, and then you put the top little fuzzy head thing. So it made it look like a mic. But I heard the one they came out with now is supposed to be real nice, and it looks like a professional interviewing mic. Reason I haven't bought it yet is because it's, to me, it's an expense. I mean, do I need to spend $250 on a microphone when I'm trying to budget my trip to the Philippines right now? I mean, it's not going to be cheap for me to go to the Philippines this time, especially with trying to pay for the, not pay for, well, yeah, I'm still paying because you have the consultant fees, then you have the fees for the government and everything to process all the stuff. Then you had the deposit. So there's a lot involved just with dealing with the visa. So that's one budget. And then there's going to be the budget for Boracay, Manila, Boracay, Manila. There's going to be the budget for Cebu. I'm not going to bring a lot of gear. I can't. And I'm not going to be buying no more gear. No, no. I can't. You're right. I got too much gear as it is. I can't keep buying more gear. And I use almost none of the gear that I have, so it makes no sense to keep buying more. The satellite was the last thing. So the Starlink Mini was the last device that I plan on buying because I had to buy that. I'm probably going to let it go for another month on the subscription for I can stay playing with it a little longer. But then I'm going to pause the subscription and wait until I'm in the Philippines with it. And then I'm going to register it in the Philippines and get a Philippines package because it's a lot cheaper and better, believe it or not. The subscription that they have in the Philippines compared to here. So that's the last thing I'm gonna buy here. Now, when I'm in the Philippines, because I'm very worried about the blackouts and everything, the power outages, I'm gonna get me a slightly larger, something that you could use in the apartment, but it's still mobile, that will run, you know, the computer, the internet, maybe even the air conditioner if I have to. Maybe not that big, because if I plug in the air conditioner, it'll probably only last 1 or 2 hours. But I got to make sure I could use my computers and I could use the internet, because if I'm working, the last thing my company's going to want to hear is I was in a blackout for a week and I couldn't work. No. But because I can't fly with that, I have to buy it in Cebu, and it has to stay in Cebu because they will not allow those things on planes. Other than that, I think I should be good. Because I already had the satellite. I'm gonna probably take, like I did last time, router, a switch, access point, a few things. I'm gonna mess with them. Not mess with them, but I haven't typed in the room in a long time. Unless there's a storm. And And that's the thing. I know when I left, a little bit after that, you guys hit the rainy season. So I already forgot what the rainy season is. I might be coming back home before your raining season, but I didn't understand when you guys were talking about rainy season, man. You guys been getting a lot. Well, I don't know about Manila. I know in Cebu, they've been getting a lot of rain. I think in the last few months. Even in Dumaguete, with my friend in Dumaguete, they were having like a dry spot, and drought. And I think it was most of the Philippines. I think they were having a drought for a while, and then next you know, it's like raining almost every day. And I think I've heard of a couple power outages, but I've heard people say that you guys could lose power for like days. I'm used to losing power for a couple hours, maybe. So that's going to be hard for me to deal with. I'm a little nervous, so I think I need a battery. Oh, okay. Oh, the heat. No, I'm going to get that heat. Yeah. So I also remember when I left is when you got the heat. So as long as I have enough budget, because the apartment already has aircon and it's small. So you know what, Lala? Think of it like you know how you had me staying in the place in back was like a big room and a CR. It's similar to that. Matter of fact, I think yours was bigger. When I was staying with you, I think that's bigger than the apartment. But it's just a it's just a room with a CR. I already had them install the aircon in there, so at least I'm gonna have that. But I shouldn't run it that much because again, hopefully I get a good understanding of the budget for the apartment before I get there because we're renting it out. So every month I should get a report of what the expenses are. But I don't think you guys are gonna be getting that much like heat now because I think you guys are also coming into like your colder weather. You're getting closer to Christmas and everything. So I don't want to have any surprises with the budget. So I need to make sure I bring, you know, like I said, when I went to meet you the first time, I think I had $200 in my pocket and you were laughing at me. And I think that's the biggest difference. I'm going to experience some real heat when I'm there. But when you guys come over here, you experience some cold. Even if you go to the warm areas, you're probably going to feel it as being cold because I don't think we get as warm. Even, I mean, maybe LA and California might get as hot as you guys do, but I don't think most of the state gets that hot. You guys get a little too hot, in my opinion. I think I have to lower their volume a little bit. They're singing. Lala, I'm not doing karaoke. I'm letting you know now. We ain't doing no karaoke this time. I can see me now being there for 3 months and trying to hide from everybody in the karaoke machines because I am seeing it all over the place. They're singing karaoke now. They've been doing it for a few hours. Hello, bro. What's going on? Hello, bro. What's going on, bro? February is best weather. Yeah. And hopefully that's something I'm going to learn, Lala. Like what time of the year works best. I picked the end of February because again, I was thinking, meeting you in Boracay and all that stuff. But yeah. What's your confidence? I'm not sure I understand the question. My confidence? Can you elaborate? Now, if I'm going to be staying there that long, Lala, what I might do is have February and March towards the end of my time and probably set that up still as the 2, 3 weeks of vacation. So, like, fly out there, work the 2 months or whatever, and then do the vacation. That way I'm there earlier, you know? Yes, Lala, I'm telling you, I can't get her wave in the karaoke. What is going on, Kathy? Long time. Are you guys still at the event, or you guys finished that up? Oh, no viewers. Yeah, I don't normally do lives, and if I do, only a few friends pop in and stuff. I'm gonna be honest with you. My whole process or thinking behind it is like right now. I just do videos. I just do what I want. To me, this is fun. It's not like a business or anything. I'm in tech support, so I like helping people out. But one of the things I can't help people with is with stuff that I know nothing about. I could read about it, it's not going to click. I need to experience it. So, with me trying to do random lives and trying to stay as long as I can, is more of just trying to build watch hours. And eventually, maybe people start popping in. Like right now, today, I'm not doing a vertical video. I've had more people pop in and out of this channel today than most days. So as you go, you might start getting more people popping in. You want to stay consistent. You want to stay on a schedule. I'm horrible with all that. But right now, my whole process or thought process is to start working on the watch hours. So I already meet most of the minimum requirements except for the 3,000 hours. So by doing this, I'm hopefully trying to build that up little by little. That way, when I do get or meet the first group of requirements and I do like that super chat and all that, I'll know the process because I'll have to apply for the AdSense. I would have to do the tax forms, do all that stuff. And that's how I learn. So once I go through the process, I'll hopefully understand the process and be able to help others with the process, if that makes sense. And that's how I do it. Just like, I'm always using a Mac and, things change. When they first came out with continuity camera, a lot of people had issues with it. I'm using it right now. So my phone is hooked up to my gear. And if I just do this, now we're on my phone wirelessly because I'm using continuity camera. So you could see, I just like to play around with everything. That way, if someone has a question, hopefully I could help them out. But if I don't experience it myself, how can I honestly answer anyone's question? So I mean, that's me going live. I never expect to have that many people. If I wanted like a crowd or at least the biggest crowd I could get at this point in time, I would be doing a vertical live because the vertical live would get pushed out to the vertical shorts, and that is where like maybe 10 times or even more people will be exposed to my content. And even if they click through and leave after a few seconds, that's still a click. That's still a few seconds. And those few seconds hitting 10 people in a horizontal compared to those 10 seconds hitting 1,000, 10,000, 100,000 people, even if they all leave, it's still a click. It's still 10 seconds times, 100,000 or whatever it is that people go through. So, I mean, I don't mind sitting here by myself. I don't, you know, if I get one or two people, I'll chit chat, I'll answer questions. If I get nobody, I'll probably do 15, 20 minutes. But right now,
I've had at least one or two people in here, and I'm about to hit an hour. So yeah, I do it for fun. I do it for educational purposes, and like I said, I experience things. I have issues. I fix the issues, and if I see other people with the same issues, I'll do a quick video. I just posted, I think, a short because I realize even with my job, there's a lot of people with iPhones. They take pictures with their iPhones. They send the pictures to other staff. No one could open the freaking picture because iPhones use a certain codec for their pictures that pretty much only other Apple devices could open. So now you either have to download drivers and all this stuff on your computer or do something else in order to even see the picture. And I keep telling people, change the setting on your phone. Stop taking these pictures that only iPhones and Apple could see. So I just made a quick little video. I threw it up as a short. I think in the first day, that thing got like 200-300 views. Like, I just did another one because a lot of people are telling me they don't know how to contact YouTube support. And I'm like, what are you talking about? It's in the app. I forgot to upload it. I think I still have to upload it and make it visible or something. I know I was working on it. So I literally recorded my screen on my phone to try to show people if you go into the studio and you hit the $sign, you scroll all the way down, you'll see it says right there, support. Click on it. I mean, you shouldn't stress yourself out and drive yourself nuts to try to figure out how to get to support. I work support. We're always going to have a way for you to contact us. That's not a phone. That's where people get lost. They want a phone number to call Facebook. Facebook is not going to just give you a phone number. Yeah, Lala. They're in Facebook. So if you notice, it should show the Facebook icon. So you see the little circle with the F? That's Facebook. That's why you're not seeing them. And they're not seeing you. But I can see both. I mean, most larger companies are not going to have a phone number for you to contact support. They're going to have some type of chat feature, some kind of support system where you can send emails, that kind of thing. But you shouldn't drive yourself crazy trying to figure out how. Oh, you just messaged me. Yeah, I'm the easiest one to find when you know me. But you got to get used to that mindset. You're not going to find a phone number. You're not going to talk to people. It's going to be a chat. It's going to be an email most of the time. Unless you have some really interesting situation where they need to talk to you on the phone, you're probably going to have to wait until they actually contact. Like literally, they're going to ask you for probably your number and then they'll call you. Oh yeah, sorry, I didn't look at the chat pop up. And oh yeah, when I pop it up, it'll show it. Yeah. Do I know how to turn on the stabilization on the Canon PowerShot V10? It is interesting that you say that, and I want to say yes and no. Yes, because I think I did it because I have that camera. No, because I haven't touched that camera since last year. So Lala, that Canon V10, if I'm not mistaken, Lala, you probably remember it. That was that little camera that I took with to the not Philippines to Boston. Matter of fact, let me grab it real quick. I think I know where it is, but the battery's probably dead. I'm gonna grab the camera real quick. You tell me if this is the camera you're talking about. Hold on. I got so many things scattered around the house. Hey, you talking about this guy right here? I think this is the Canon. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I think this is the Canon V10. So I played with it for a little while, and I think I had that on. But unless I turn it on and play with it, I'm not gonna remember. And now it's saying my phone's dying. So let me grab the cable real quick here. And this is my ULANZI battery bank. I love this thing because all I'm gonna do is plug this right here, plug it over here, and ta-da! I'm charging my battery now. So now I am charging the battery on the phone, and it shouldn't die. Yeah, so if I don't already have a couple videos on this, because I got this and I swear I did some testing with it. I probably have a couple videos on it. If I don't talk about it already in one of my videos, I just need to charge it, power it up, and I could probably try to make a video going through some of the settings. But I know I played with it. It's just I don't think I've even touched this thing for a year. I doubt very much it would even turn on. Yeah, it won't even turn on. Where's the charging port? I think that's the mini HDMI. No, that's a. Yeah, I would need to charge this thing, and this doesn't. Is this a regular USB-C charger? I can't even remember that much. Matter of fact, one of these cables that I have laying here actually connects, I think, to my computer or not. All right, so I just plugged it in to charge it, but it's gonna probably take a little while. So what I could do, hello, bro. If you get a chance, go through my video library. I'm pretty sure I have something in there that might say. If not, once I charge it up, play with it a little bit, I'll probably figure out. I'll probably just do a short, make it nice and sweet, go straight to wherever the stabilizer thing is, and throw it up there. Because I know I did something, but it must have been sometime last year, so I couldn't remember what I did. But I'm pretty sure it wasn't something too hard to find. But I need to turn it on to figure it out. So we'll let it charge for a little bit. Now, that's a nice little camera. I like it if I'm using it like permanently. Traveling with it wasn't that great. The battery didn't last long, if I remember correctly. But I got my setup here with my computer and my monitors and everything. So I was using it more as like a webcam. But to be honest with you, my favorite web camera is always going to be my Canon. So I have here, I got the Canon M50 Mark II with the 16 millimeter Sigma lens. I got that microphone up there, but I'm not using that. And that microphone is okay, but I don't have a treated room, so I still get some like sound when I have a fan and everything on. But I got a cage on there with the HDMI cable and dummy battery. And I got it running into my my docking station there with a cam link. That way I can use my Canon M50 as a webcam. And with that lens and the configuration, that's why the background's like blurred out and everything. I'm still horrible with lighting, but you probably wouldn't tell if I didn't tell you. I'm in a green room. The walls in here are green. It's horrible. It's horrible. So I try to mask it. Lala, yeah, I try, Lala. I try. Sometimes people say I'm still kind of confusing or I talk too fast, but I try. But I'll definitely probably since you mentioned it, it's not gonna hurt. I'll probably figure it out and figure out a way of doing a short video or something on it, and I'll post it. Shouldn't take more than a day or two because I gotta charge it. I'm probably gonna pass out because I've been up for 27 hours, so eventually I'm gonna pass out, and then I'll play with it and I'll figure it out. Yeah, so I mean, if you're subscribed to the channel, if not, you can subscribe. If not, just pop back in. I would say in a day or two, you'll probably notice a new short on there. And if I could do it nice and clean, if not, I'm just gonna point my phone at it. As long as you could see me pushing buttons or something, I'm pretty sure it'll be cool. Yeah, I get distracted a little bit because I'm also on YouTube watching other people, so don't mind me. Like I said, this is just a blatant attempt to get some watch hours. I'm pretty sure I'll fall asleep, Lala. I kind of messed up my sleep schedule by staying up all night. Right now it is for me. It's going to be 10:40 a.m. So it's kind of late for you too, Lala, because you're what 11:40 p.m. You're getting close to midnight there. Just saying. Well, the funny part is, Lala, they're never on this late. But it was like 10 of them or something. And they got like sponsors to pay for like a pizza party. And their request was for all the cousins and friends to get together in one place. So it was literally about 6 to 8 because they all use phones. So it was like 6 to 8 different streams. I mod two of them. So I felt bad if I wasn't there to like kind of help with the room. You know me, always trying to be helpful. And even though left to try to go to sleep, I couldn't, and then I went back in. I'm only in one channel this time, not like four or five. I can't mod right now. I'm too tired to mod. But they're still singing karaoke. They're still the pizza party's still going on. And it's like, are you guys done? But since I've been up so long now, it's like I I went to lay down to sleep and I was just staring at the wall and I'm like, you know what? Let me just go live. Let me kill some time. And then I noticed they were still live, so I jumped back in the room. So now I'm watching them. I'm watching you guys chat. And oh no, I will. And I already had blood work just to let you know, Lala, because I know I wasn't 100% when I was there. They did blood work again. I need to see. Was it Friday? I'm going for a minor procedure test. I shouldn't call it a procedure. I'm having tests done again next week, and this is all just preventive maintenance stuff. Once you're over 50, there's certain tests you have to do. They just want to, have records that you did certain tests. So I got a test next week, and then I think a couple weeks after that, I'm going to see my doctor to go through all the tests and everything. Then I found out that I need to get some kind of physical or something when I'm in the Philippines because of the whole visa thing. So I'm going to be getting checked out again in the Philippines. So, nah, after this, I'm going to try to get back on my normal sleep schedule and keep up with the maintenance meds and all that stuff. That way I don't have problems with the doctor. I don't have problems with the physical in the Philippines and all that stuff. And that's another thing. I need to make sure I read up on that because I've had people telling me I could have issues taking medication with me outside the country. But I would think I need my medicine. Why would you give me problems bringing my medicine? I don't. Well, Lala, they don't actually give us prescriptions. They're digital. They send them straight to the pharmacy. So if you think that's something I need, I might have to ask my doctor, like tell my doctor, hey, I'm going out of the country. Can you print me a prescription just in case I need medication while I'm out of the country? Um, if the Philippines will accept prescriptions, because again, I don't know how that works. Are you talking about the prescription? Or are you talking about the bottles? I think you're talking about the prescription. So just a copy. Okay. Oh, are you talking about like at customs and stuff? Because I don't think you guys could fill a prescription from the U.S. You're talking about to prove that that's my prescription, to prove those are my medication, correct? Maybe I'm tired enough not to understand 100% the question. I think now that I'm thinking about it, you're talking about have a copy of my prescription to show if they question my medication that this is prescribed medication for me. Okay, I got you. I got to tell them something because it's funny. I got to make a comment because they're singing some zombie song. I thought they were joking when they were talking about some zombie song. They're actually singing a zombie song. I think that's funny. Oh no! I know exactly what you're saying now. I have a digital copy. That way I could. I see what you're saying. A digital copy. That way I could bring it with you in case I get stopped or anything happens. That way I could prove that the medication's mine and everything. I got you. You know that song? Of course you know that song, Lala. You probably sing that song all the time too. I wouldn't be surprised. But I just noticed they were singing it, and I'm like, I thought I mentioned that song like 2 3 hours ago. Now you sing it when I'm live, and I'm not paying attention all the time. It's funny. Well, what's interesting is you were confused. I think when I brought up Santana, or at least the one song. So every time someone starts talking about give me a song to play, give me a song to play, I tell them Maria Maria from Santana. Nobody knows the song. Oh, I don't think I ever heard that song until I kept hearing it when they sing karaoke. Like they cannot go one day of singing karaoke without singing this zombie song. But I swear I've never heard that song before that I remember. Well, that particular one, no. I think what was it, Black Magic Woman? That particular one, no. Maria is another one where I think they drag out the intro a lot. They probably do that with a lot of the Santana songs, where there's a lot of instrumental. So the more and more I think about it, it's probably not that good of a karaoke song. But there were songs that I would listen to that I liked. So yeah, it sounds more like they're just getting louder and not better. So what would be a good one to try to throw at them if I wanted to? What you think would be a prepare your what? Repertoire. Oh no. Don't tell me that, Lala. There's gonna be too many people around. You're gonna make me think I'm gonna be doing karaoke at least 3-4 times a week. Oh, I can't avoid it, right? If I'm gonna be going to the Philippines, I can't avoid. I might as well just get a karaoke machine when I'm in the Philippines, right? Just to practice. They are just having way too much fun singing karaoke. This is just way too popular with you guys, man. I noticed this is not good right now. I don't know if they had too much flavored drinks or what. It was good a few hours ago, but now they're making noise. No offense, ladies. Unless they're doing it on purpose, it's yeah. Karaoke is going south right now. But yeah, no, I understand. I understand. It's to loosen up. It's to have fun. It's to enjoy yourself. It's not something we're used to. Potato juice, flavored drinks. So it's alcohol, but it's like flavored alcohol, like some kind of like apple beer or something like that. Is it Samuel Adams apple flavored? I don't drink anymore, so I don't know what none of these things are. Even when I did drink, it wasn't like flavored stuff. Oh no, not vodka. They're not drinking anything strong. They actually went to the store and got some Samuel Adams apple something and they it's not like us. We drink out of the bottle. I don't care how big the bottle is. We're gonna drink out of the bottle. They're just pouring it in the cup, and they're I mean, there's like 10 or 15 of them. They're just pouring in a cup and drinking. Oh, Miguel, San Miguel. I think that is. No, I think you're right. It is San Miguel. I think. Yeah, I think it is San Miguel. So if there's multiple flavors, I think they just got like multiple flavors to pass it around. They had pizza. I'm probably gonna say this wrong. Balut. So it's pizza, balut, ice cream, other stuff, some beer. It's just a little get together, but that get together is getting long. If I had to take a guess, it started at 2 p.m. and it's almost midnight for you guys, and it started at 2. So what? 9 to 10? They're going on 10 hours? Oh my God. Do Filipinos get tired? I mean, this live stream alone, which doesn't start, like this channel didn't start from the beginning. The live stream is going on 7.5 hours. Jesus Christmas. If I was to go to one of the original rooms, well, no, they did what they call a relive. They restart the whole thing over. But I think they started around 2 p.m., Lala. And they're still going. I can't do 8, 9, 10 hours. They're probably getting there. That's why the karaoke is getting worse. Don't tell them I said that. We're the only ones in the room, right? Yeah, I probably won't leave this up. They're not gonna watch this. They're not gonna watch this. But yeah, they're singing and dancing and all that stuff still. I'm like, I would have been too tired for any of that after that. After 12 hours? Or so does YouTube have like a hard stop or something? Like it'll stop at 12 hours and then you start again or something? Because I think someone had said that one of them, like one of the cousins did like 13, 14 hours, but only like the first 12 hours was recorded. The other 2 hours like disappeared when they put it live or something. But I mean, I couldn't picture anyone doing 10, 12 hours. They do it a lot. And almost every day, like every day, 10-hour streams. I can't visualize that. That's a lot. But this particular one that I jumped into is going on 7.5 hours right now. Oh, it won't be allowed. So I'm guessing if YouTube doesn't do it automatically, they probably trim it or something because I know they still go live. Like it's accessible. Oh, you're saying YouTube does. So that way it's only a 12-hour stream, if I'm understanding you correctly. So YouTube itself would stop it at 12 and restart it so that video is just done. Is that what you're saying? And I'm looking, Lala, because I never paid attention. It says here, add a comment to YouTube. So am I missing something, or are we not allowed to add comments to Facebook? Because in the comments, it actually says add a comment to YouTube. I don't see Facebook. But I'm going to start killing my lights. I'm probably going to stop this live because I'm getting burned up in here. Probably try to lay down, see if I fall asleep. You can go live as long as you want, but beyond 12 hours, that live won't be a video on demand afterwards. But here's the thing I'm not understanding, Lala. You're saying after 12 hours, it won't be. But is it because they need to trim it or something? Because I could swear I've still seen the videos. They might not be past 12 hours in length, but I'm assuming either they're trimming it or YouTube is trimming it. So, like, once it hits 12, it no longer actually records. So, you could still be live, but when you finish it and it saves it, I understand that, but their lives are still there. I didn't check to see if they're still like over 12 hours, but the live is there. I could see it. So I don't know if it's YouTube trimming it, them trimming it, or what's going on. I do see the live, but I'm not going to sit there and watch, 12 hours. And I didn't know this, so I never checked to see if they were longer than 12 hours. But I do see it. No, I understand. I understand the live could go on. But what I'm saying is, let's say I do a 15-hour live and I stop it. You're saying that I cannot take that video and make it public? Or if I make it public, it's going to trim it down? That's what I'm talking about. Theirs are. So either they're trimming it or YouTube is trimming it. I've seen them do more than 12 hours because I was there live. And then when I wake up the next day, the live is there, but I'm not going to watch it because I was there live. So their lives are there, unless I don't understand what you mean by video on demand. So, like, if I go into their channels now, I will see the videos. So, is it they won't be there, which I'm confused, or it won't go past the 12 hours? So, the only thing that's going to get published is the first 12 hours. That's what I'm asking. I know what you're saying, where you can't have longer than 12 hours, but what I'm trying to say is what happens, because they are publishing them. Yeah. I when I go to see it, I'm not seeing if it's more than 12 hours. What I'm saying is, here's an example. Let's say I did 15 hours right now, and then I stop my live. How do I make that public? Because they're making it public. But I don't think it's the whole 15 hours. So either they got to trim it, or YouTube's going to trim it, or something's happening, because they are making the videos public. I just didn't bother to see if they were over the 12 hours. So that's what I'm trying to say. Is the 12 hours the hard limit for a recording? Because that's what other people told me. After 12 hours, YouTube will stop like recording it. So you're going to lose anything after that, but you're still going to have the first 12 hours. So if you do a 15-hour stream, the only thing they're going to publish is the first 12 hours. That's what people have told me. But I'm not going to go investigate and watch a 12-hour video. But that's what I'm kind of asking. If they do a 15-hour video, I'm assuming the only thing that's going to be published is the first 12 hours. Okay. Yeah, and they know that. So now they got into the habit of, once they get to that 12 hours, they stop. Because they feel if it's not going to record it, why do it? So if they're on 10 hours, they're going to have to stop pretty soon. Oh, Lala, they're always changing stuff. It is ridiculous. You heard about, and I think even Live Streaming Pros has talked about it already. Now they're going to allow you to do a 3-minute short. Why? To me, 1 minute is perfectly fine. Why would you want 3-minute shorts? I'm confused. Yeah, yeah. They keep rolling stuff out, and it's like, okay, you got to keep learning and keep practicing and keep understanding all the changes they do. I'm trying to figure out how some of these people are going to go home, because I'm assuming you don't get transportation after a certain hour, do you? Not everybody lives there. That's funny. Oh, that affects monetization too. You think that they get monetized?
They don't get to monetize the rural. Well, my understanding is right now, if you do a 2 or 3 minute video, it's just a regular video. You can't get it on the shorts. So now with the changes, you're gonna be able to get the 3 minute video on the shorts. The thing is, they were even saying, I think, any shorts you've been making that are 2 to 3 minutes, eventually, sometime this year, they'll move them to the shorts, but they're not gonna be moved to the shorts until like the end of November, December, or whatever. Oh, the monetization is cheaper than the long form videos. So if the monetization is cheaper or lower with the 1 minute shorts, I wonder if that's going to be the case with the 2 to 3 minute ones, or if it's really going to matter because they're going to be pushed more. So it's going to be more of a quantity type based. I just don't get it as far as me as a viewer, because one of the things I like about the shorts is they're short. To me, 1 minute is short. Once you start talking about 3 minutes, that's not short anymore. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I could do 3 minute shorts, even watch them. My attention span is okay with the 1 minute. I don't know about three. They don't even look tired. Oh, Jesus, Christmas, young people. And there's no way they could focus on eight different phones. I don't know how they're doing this. Well, the 2 to 3 minutes will get more views on the shorts, correct? Yeah, it's the weekend. True. But the thing is, it's Saturday night for you guys, right? And I know they go to church and do all this stuff on Sunday morning, so they're not gonna wake up. They're not gonna wake up for church. Eh, they're young, let them have fun and stuff. But geez, 10 hours. Right? I know, Lala. I know. We can't understand the young people and how it all goes right now. I know. I gotta change this. Why does this look so tiny to me? Let me let me. There's got to be whatchamacallit. I should be able to make that text larger, right? That's too small. Saying 27, really? Let's try that again. That's bigger, right? I think that's bigger. That should be better. Oh, geez. Yeah, yeah, I'm trying to make it bigger. I think that works. Yeah, I'm gonna start the live. I'm gonna try to go to sleep. It's already going on an hour, and I'm going on an hour and 40 now, which I normally don't do more than 15, 20 minutes. All right, Lala, take it easy. Whoever else is in here, because I'm seeing two. I don't know if that's Facebook. Isn't there a way to tell who's on Facebook? And oh, here we go. Okay, so nobody on Facebook, and I got two on YouTube. I got to learn how to use Ecamm a little bit better. So, to the two people in YouTube, take care.
Maybe I'll figure something out. I'll probably do a live tomorrow or something. I need to do at least one live a week or something. I know I set up a short. I'll probably make that live pretty soon. So later, everybody. Take care. Yes, on Facebook, but on Facebook, but not on YouTube. Okay. All right. That's it for today. Laters.